Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, welcome to your 2025 horoscope forecast. Let's start off with Saturn and Neptune. They're both in your sign. And this year, if you have a Pisces ascendant, Sun, Moon, from 14 to 29 degrees, you are going to feel the Saturn transit. While Saturn transits can sometimes make things a little bit more difficult, where we feel like there's more restrictions, blocks, burdens, a lot more responsibility coming to us, it can also be really great because this is you. You're working on your life path. You're working on yourself. Maybe for some of you, your health. A lot of people can be entering like a new phase in life, getting pregnant, getting married, starting a family, starting a business. Usually all these things are possible when Saturn is transiting the first. It is changing your life, but it comes with a lot of added responsibility. So you feel like it's a little bit harder. Things are a little bit, you have to work twice as hard sometimes. With Neptune in your sign, people could see you in a different way. Or you could present different personalities of yourself depending on which group you are hanging out with. Sometimes this can happen, but a lot of times it's other people projecting what they think onto us. May 25th through September 1st of 2025, both Neptune and Saturn are in Aries. They just finished off the whole zodiac. So when this happens, they are going to give you something new. This is your second house. So think a new possession, buying property, buying a new vehicle, maybe some of you getting married, making more money as well. A new business, a new source of income is coming into your life. I know Neptune can cloud things, so it can make things not appear as clear as they should be. So you have to pay attention when you're signing any big contracts or dealing with family members when it comes to money, especially. But this is really fantastic. There's a brand new beginning happening here. And Saturn's going to restructure this house for you. So sometimes it may feel like you're working twice as hard in the area of possessions, money, but it's going to be bringing something new into this area when they both conjoin together in the sign of Aries. But Saturn can make things more difficult when it comes to money at times, or the way you share money within family members, because it's trying to discipline you in this area. Both Saturn and Neptune will be retrograding back into your first house, where you could get tested once again on your journey, on your life path, if you're making the right choices. But this is also a time where you can see things clearly. Saturn has disciplined you for so long now in your first house, in your life path, in your relationships with others, that you can gain a lot of clarity and you could see that life is becoming easier. But of course, Saturn can give you that one last test where you are feeling like you have to make big life changes yet again for some of you. And for some of you, it could feel like you finally see everything clearly, what you need to let go to live a better, healthier life, and what is meant for you, what's right for you will stay. And what's not, you're going to just do away with at this time. Pluto in 2025 is transiting from 1 to 2 degrees Aquarius. But if you do have personal planets from 0 to 2 degrees, even 3 degrees of Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio, you can feel huge transformations. If it's Sun, it's career, health, public image. If it's Moon, it's family, your emotions as well, or your home life. If it's Venus, it's your relationships, money, aesthetics. So you got to think of the planet that Pluto is making contact with, because Pluto in your 12th house, in the house of what's hidden, the unconscious, is transforming your subconscious mind. So it is a time to let go of any limiting beliefs that you are holding on to. This can bring up people who gossip about you, people who are, maybe even an enemy of yours. You don't know who it is. That's the 12th house, hidden enemies. More expenses can come up. You can find spiritual teachers. Some of you could travel the world, as well as the 12th house is the house of bed pleasure. So you can be more, into all that stuff. You can get into creative hobbies that you do on your own that transform your thinking. Now, Pluto, when it's in your 12th, it's going to square any planets in your 3rd house, square any planets in your 9th house. So if you have planets there, it could feel like working on communication, travel, schooling, and there's more difficulty coming from there. Or it's something that transforms you, some kind of skill you pick up, or a spiritual teacher you meet, or a trip abroad completely transforms you. It's also opposing your 6th house, so diet, exercise, and your day-to-day life. Get rid of anything that's holding you back. Get rid of any bad health habits. You could be working on your health, or you could also be called to help other people. Maybe you want to start a career where you help other people as well. Uranus in 2025 is transiting from 23 to 29 degrees of Taurus, but it's also going to make a pit stop in the sign of Gemini. So Uranus is all these exciting things. And if you have any planets from 23 to 29 degrees of Taurus, as well as Scorpio, Leo, or Aquarius, huge breakthroughs and changes could be coming to you. Uranus is breaking apart your old routine when it comes to your 3rd house. So the lives of your siblings may be changing, your neighborhood may be changing, and your skill sets, where you put your efforts to, is changing. Uranus is trying to break apart your old routine and introduce something new in the area of self-effort, skill sets. So think new skill sets, building a website, teachers, communication devices. You want to maybe get new phones, new computers, update all that stuff, because that's what Uranus is doing here. Uranus will go into Gemini on July 7th. This is your 4th house of home and family, and there could be huge shifts and changes happening in your home life. A new pet, a new baby maybe for some of you, or moving in with a partner, redecorating, moving somewhere completely different, getting a new vehicle. All of this could be transpiring for those of you especially who have personal planets at like 0 or 1 degree Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, or Virgo, because it's going to square any planets in your 1st, square any planets in your 7th, and oppose any planets in your 10th from 0 to 1 degree of Gemini. You can start to feel the changes in your home life, in your family, maybe even the reactions and your interactions with other people. And this can change you, the way that you look, the way that you talk to people, and it can also change your career. Some of you maybe even starting a business right out of your home. Then after that, Uranus will be retrograding back into your 3rd house all the way from September 6th until February 4th of 2026. So that last degree, 27, 28, 29 degrees of Taurus, Uranus will be transiting there yet again at the end of the year and beginning of 2026. So at that point, it will conjoin any planets you have from 27, 28, 29 degrees of Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, or Aquarius, changing things up in your 3rd house again. So it can instigate new learning for you, change in neighborhood or relationship dynamics with your siblings, with your neighbors, even co-workers. So Uranus is doing a lot of exciting things in 2025. It's in Taurus, and then it's coming into Gemini for a little bit. So lots of exciting changes, especially for those of you who have planets from 0 to 1 degree Gemini, and then 23 to 29 degrees of Taurus. Then Uranus will expand your horizons. Lots of new openings in the area of the 3rd and 4th house for you, because Uranus wants to break apart any kind of routine you have there. It wants you to completely change so new people could come into your life, new ideas, new learning. Some of you, new homes, or you're going to be decorating in an unusual way even. Jupiter in Gemini is in your 4th house until June 9th of 2025. This is your home, family, mother, vehicles, your inner needs, your security. And Jupiter always is expanding wherever it sits. So a lot of you could be expanding your family, a new pet, a baby, moving in with someone, moving, buying a new vehicle, redecorating your home, but you feel more secure within your emotions, more happy. Wherever Jupiter is where we can find exciting things happening in our lives. So a lot of times it's exciting things happening within the home, family members buying a new vehicle right now, or buying stuff for your home, whether inside or outside. But this is also looking at your career house. So you could be expanding within your career right now. Maybe some of you even moving for a career. But this is really nice for happiness and feeling content, fixing family relationships if there have been any rifts there. On June 10th of 2025 until June 30th of 2026, Jupiter will enter your fifth house. That's where it will stay for the year. And this is the house of children, creativity. It's even the house of the stock market. It's the house of the higher mind. It's the house where we just like to let loose and have fun. So a lot of you, if you are single, this is, and especially with eclipses happening in your sign, a lot of you could be getting pregnant. You could be falling in love, meeting people, and having more fun. The fifth house is really about having fun. Maybe some of you will be learning about investments and how to invest in the stock market or benefiting from the stock market. Remember, Jupiter expands opportunities in the house it's transiting. Having better relationships with your children, going out having fun with your children, finding new hobbies that you can turn into a business, or hobbies that you do just for fun. So this is really exciting, and it's a whole year. So you guys can be meeting new romantic partners. Those of you that are single should put yourself out there on a dating scene. And those of you who are planning to have children, this is also really fantastic for that. Any kind of creative projects you take on right now will bring you more joy. There are 4 eclipses in 2025. The first eclipse is March 13th. It is a lunar eclipse at 24 degrees of Virgo. If you have personal planets from 22 to 26 degrees of Virgo or Pisces, this is huge. Even if you're Pisces rising, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. This is a big eclipse. It's a lunar eclipse, so you are letting go. You're releasing something. It could be a relationship, some clients, a business partnership, a friendship even for some of you. Maybe that you have outgrown. Now, it doesn't mean that you're releasing it. It could just mean that the relationship is completely changing. You're going from dating to marriage, or, something like that could be happening. It's a lunar eclipse, so it gives us more anxiety sometimes. We can feel anxious when the eclipses are located in the first 7th house axis. A lot of fated events are happening around us when it comes to the people that we associate with, business partners, clients, marriage. So a lot of you guys could be getting married, and if a relationship has outgrown itself, this is the time where some of you could be releasing a relationship. Lunar eclipses actually always deal with other people. Other people are involved. And March, basically all of March and first week of April, Venus is retrograde. So Pisces, you could be hearing back from an ex around this time. Somebody you used to know, even old friends, old business partners, people that you used to date. You could also be reminiscing about a past love, past relationship, some of you. You could be feeling this way around March with the eclipses, and it could even be bringing people back into your life, sometimes for just review, or maybe you want to settle something. There's something that hasn't been said you want to say, and sometimes because, you're meant to be with them. And this is where the South Node is for you. So people coming back from the past life relationships, or even meeting people that you have a past life soul connection with, are all possible around this time. The next eclipse is March 29th. is it's a solar eclipse at 9 degrees of Aries. If you have personal planets from 7 to 12 degrees of Aries or Libra, this can affect you more. This for you Pisces is the second house, and you could be getting a new source of income, a new job, a promotion, buying new possessions at this time. There's an expansion happening in your second house, and that really is family, possessions, and money. This is really great for finances, and it doesn't have to happen right around the eclipse. It could be happening 3 months before the eclipse, maybe even 3 to 6 months after the eclipse. You can start to see yourself making more money. Maybe it's through a partner or through a business you started, through a promotion, but you're gaining more money or possessions that you've always wanted. September 7th, there is a lunar eclipse at 15 degrees of Pisces. If you are a Pisces rising from 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, this eclipse will affect you more. Or if you have personal planets from about 13 to 17 degrees of Pisces or Virgo, you can feel this eclipse even more. This is your first house. It's like a coming out phase. Maybe you are releasing your old look, your old aesthetics, and you are starting something completely new, changing how you look, changing your body, changing your whole path in life. And a lot of times when Saturn is in our first house, that's what we're working on anyway. Our life is completely changing. There's a releasing happening here so that you could gain something new. Could just be a look, for some of you, a job, a relationship, something that you are letting go so that you can make room for the new things coming into your life. A new business, new money, a new job. So a lot of you this year can be letting go of outdated relationships, starting new relationships, as well as completely changing the way that you appear, the way that you look, the way that you think, your whole life path. So you are no longer going to be holding on to people, places, and things that are not aligned with you. That's what eclipses do. They align us on our path. So if you've been living out the life that you are supposed to, you're meant to, they're not as extreme. If you've totally gone off course, they could be more emotional experiences. And you could start feeling this in the summer, even a few months before and a few months after, that you are completely changing or your life direction is completely changing right now. September 21st, there is a solar eclipse at 29 degrees of Virgo. So if you have personal planets, 27, 28, 29 degrees of Virgo or Pisces, this eclipse will affect you more. Or if you're a 29 degree Pisces rising as well. Relationship house. This is a time where you guys can gain new clients if you have a business. This is a time where you can meet new business partners that take you to another level. You're also having that eclipse in the second house this year. So more money, more clients, those of you who are in business. This can be a time where your partner starts making more money, gets a promotion, or there's exciting developments in their life. This can mean that for a lot of those of you who are married, you're coupled, exciting things in your partner's life, new friendships coming to you. Other people are bringing you opportunities. That is what this eclipse will signify. But this is also where the South Node is, so there could be some letting go. Maybe you're letting go of a business partner, letting go of clients, but you're also gaining a lot of new clients at the same time. So it's like a change up happening in this house. So a lot of you could be letting go of outdated relationships that are no longer working for you. And you meet someone, fated events, you meet someone you are meant to be with. Like it could be an instant, you're going somewhere and you fall in love with somebody else. Or you take your relationship to the next level. You're getting married. So huge developments in your life path and the life of your partners, or meeting new partners, falling in love, getting married. This is a year of big, huge shifts in your life, Pisces. I hope you found this helpful. Like and subscribe for more, and happy 2025 to all of you.